All right, my people, my Nigerian people, Ghanaians have billionaires. Billionaires, when you talk about billionaires, you see that they have billionaires. But one thing I so much like about Ghanaians, they don't make noise. They don't come to show off. But in this video, I want you guys to watch this video from the beginning to the end. You will see that Ghanaians have billionaires, millionaires in their country. Watch this video.
They own mansions, private jets, and businesses worth millions, some even billions. Their wealth is so massive that even a small fraction of their fortune will change your life forever. But who is the richest among them? Who dominates Ghana business empire? Stay tuned as we count down the top 12 richest men in Ghana. From millionaires tycoons to billionaires who control industries. You won't believe who made it to the top. Dr. Kwabena J is the founder of Casapreco, Ghana's largest local beverage company. He transformed a small business into a multi-million-dollar empire, producing drinks like Alomo Bitters, Coco Leco, and Casapreco Dry Gin. His company competes with global brands like Guinness and Star Beer. Starting in 1989, he saw an opportunity to improve the traditional beverage industry, bringing in modern technology to make drinks that could compete internationally. Today, Casapreco exports in all West African countries, with Nigeria being the largest market. The company also invested $30 million in state-of-the-art production line, allowing it to produce 70,000 bottles per hour. Beyond business, Dr. Kwabena J has also built a luxurious residence in his hometown, Bronyama, in the eastern region of Ghana. He turned his family home into a castle-like mansion. He's also transforming the village into a city. With a net worth of around $500 million, Dr. Kwabena J is one of the wealthiest businessmen in Ghana. His journey from a small-town entrepreneur to a millionaire is a story of vision, innovation, and perseverance. Dr. Kwaku Akin is the man behind Angel Group of Companies, the business empire that owns Adonko Bitters, Angel Broadcasting Network, and Angel Herbal Products. But how did he rise to the top? It was started with a small herbal medicine business. Dr. Kwaku Akin believed in the power of traditional medicine, so he created a herbal product which gained popularity. His breakthrough came when he introduced Angel Cream and Angel Soap, which became bestsellers across Ghana. From there, he expanded into alcoholic beverages, launching Adonko Bitters, a drink that took over bars and clubs across Ghana and beyond. Today, his success has made him one of the richest men in Ghana, with an estimated net worth of $550 million. But Dr. Kwaku Akin isn't just a businessman, he lives like a king. His garage is filled with luxury cars, including Rolls Royce, G-Wagon, and several Range Rovers. In fact, he once admitted he lost count of his cars. His mansions are just as impressive, huge, lavish, and designed for pure comfort. Yet, despite his wealth, he has created thousands of jobs and constantly gives back to the society through donations and charity projects. From selling a herbal medicine on the streets to owning a multi-million-dollar business empire, his journey is nothing short but inspiring. Ernest Oforisapon, with an estimated net worth of $580 million, is one of Ghana's wealthiest businessmen. He's known for his luxury lifestyle, grand mansion, and impressive car collection. His home is massive, multi-story mansion with a vast compound and grand garage that houses over 10 luxury cars. Among his car collections are a Rolls Royce, Porsche, multiple Mercedes-Benz model, and many other cars. All his vehicles are customized with his initials on the number plates. Beyond his luxury lifestyle, Oforisapon is the owner of Special Ice Company, a leading bottled water and beverage brand in Ghana. He also has a stake in real estate through Special Investment Limited, and is a co-owner of Best Point Savings and Loans. He's also closely associated with Dr. Kwame Despite and is believed to have business ties with him, including involvement in Despite Salt Company. Who would have thought picking up trash will make you a multi-millionaire? Well, Joseph Sian Ejapon proved that even waste can be turned into wealth. With an estimated net worth of $600 million, he's the mastermind behind Zoom Lion Ghana Limited, the biggest waste management company in West Africa. But how did he do it? Dr. Ejapon didn't start with billions. His journey began with just small printing press business. But he saw an opportunity that many people ignore: sanitation. In 2006, he launched Zoom Lion, and today the company has expanded into over 16 African countries, employing more than 85,000 workers. But waste management is just the tip of the iceberg. Dr. Ejapon owns the Jospon Group of Companies, a business empire with over 60 companies across different industries in construction, oil and gas, banking, manufacturing, and even automobile imports. He also built a $40 million steel plant, showing that his wealth keeps growing. And when you have that much money, luxury is never a problem. Dr. Japon has invested millions in real estate, owning mansions in some of Ghana's most expensive neighborhoods. Even though he prefers to keep a low profile, his business empire speaks for itself. From trash to treasures, Dr. Japon has built a fortune that proves that no business is too small to make you rich. When you hear Kennedy Ajapon's name, you think of money and power. He's one of the richest men in Ghana, with a $700 million empire that keeps him growing. But how did he get here? Back in 1990s, Kennedy found an advantage that changed his life. Many Ghanaians had won the US visa lottery, but they didn't know how to process their documents. Kennedy stepped in to help, charging $5,000 per person. By the time the program ended, he had made over $1 million. And that's how his empire began. Today, Kennedy Ajapo owns businesses in media, real estate, trade and manufacturing, and none of them stopped making him money. He owns Netu TV, Omai FM, two of the most powerful medias in Ghana. But media is just one of his business. He also runs one of the biggest cold storage business in West Africa, supplying frozen food across the country. And now he's taking things even further. He's building a steel plant to help Ghana produce its own steel instead of relying on imports. And of course, real estate is a big part of his empire. He owns luxury mansion, including a $7 million home in Accra's wealthiest neighborhoods. But that is not all. He has more properties in Ghana and abroad. With all that money, his lifestyle is on another level. His garage alone is worth millions. He owns Rolls-Royce, G-Wagon, Bentley, Range Rovers and custom sports cars. He once admitted that he has so many cars, he doesn't even drive half of them. Kennedy Ajapo is the definition of self-made success. He knows how to spot opportunities, take risks and catch him big. When people talk about richest men in Ghana, Daniel MC Cole, popularly known as MC Dan, is a name that can't be ignored. With an estimated net worth of $800 million, he's one of the wealthiest businessmen in the country, owning luxury mansions, private jets and multi-million-dollar businesses. But unlike many rich men who inherited their wealth, MC Dan built everything from the ground up. From high school dropout to one of Ghana's richest men, MC Dan's journey wasn't easy. He dropped out of school due to financial struggles and had to hustle to survive. He started small, selling kerosene, salt and charcoal on the streets just to make ends meet, but he refused to be poor. He studied the shipping industry, learned everything he could, and in 1999 he started MC Dan Shipping with just $100. That one decision changed his life forever. Today, MC Dan Group is a multi-million-dollar empire operating in shipping, aviation, logistics, real estate and finance. MC Dan Shipping is one of the biggest freight and logistics firms in Africa, handling goods for global companies. But he didn't stop there. He launched MC Dan Aviation, becoming the first person to introduce private jet service in Ghana. Today, government officials, business tycoons and millionaires rely on his private jets for luxury travels. And in real estate, MC Dan owns several luxury mansions, including a multi-million-dollar estate in Accra. He also owns one of the biggest salt companies in Africa. With that kind of money, MC Dan lives like a royal. He owns private jets, drives Rolls-Royce and Bentleys, and lives in some of the most expensive homes in Ghana. But what makes him different is that he never forgets his roots. Through the MC Dan Foundation, he invests in young entrepreneurs, offers scholarships and helps small businesses grow. MC Dan's story proves that education is important, but determination is even more powerful. He went from hustling on the street to joining the ranks of richest men in Ghana. And with his business expanding across Africa, his $800 million fortune is only getting bigger. If you ever see a man dressed like an African king, riding in a convoy or casually walking around with pet lions, then you probably heard of Nana Kwame Bediako, also known as Freedom Jacob Caesar. He is bold, flashy and mysterious. But behind the extravagant lifestyle is a businessman who has built an empire worth an estimated $840 million. Nana Kwame Bediako wasn't born into riches. He grew up in Ghana, but later moved to UK for school, and that's where his journey to success began. While studying in London, he discovered a way to make money, selling scrap metals. At just 21 years old, he has already made his first $1 million. But making money was never the goal. Building an empire was. The man who is changing Ghana's skylines. When he came to Ghana, he saw something others ignored. Accra's skyline has almost no luxury modern buildings, so he built this luxurious building at Oxford Street. He also created Wonder World Estate and Qualis Group, companies that will change the face of Ghana's real estate industry. If you have seen the Qualis residence or the massive Patrona City project, that's his work and his dream. But real estate isn't his only business. He's also making money in energy, trade and philanthropy. With all that wealth, his lifestyle is as legendary as his business empire. His car collection is a fleet of supercars, Rolls-Royce, Bentley, Ferraris, G-Wagons. He owns them all, and his mansion is so massive, filled with exotic art and high-tech security. Some see him as a show-off, others see him as a visionary. But one thing is certain, he is building a legacy that will last for generations. And talking about the richest man in Ghana, Osei Kwame Despite is always on the list. With an estimated 870 million fortune, he owns media houses, luxury cars, and multi-million-dollar mansions. Despite grew up in Agona Wiamwase, a small village in Ashanti region. In the 1990s, he moved to Kumasi, selling cassettes and music records to survive. His big break came when he launched Peace FM. From there, he built a media empire, including UTV, OKFM. Despite didn't stop at media, he expanded into real estate, finance and food production, owning Best Point Savings and Loans, Neat Foods. His East Legon mansion is one of the most expensive homes in Ghana. Despite recently opening an automobile museum, showcasing his luxury cars, Rolls-Royce, Bentley, G-Wagon, Ferraris, and many more. Every year, he buys himself a new car on his birthday. With millions spent on his car selling, unlike others, Despite doesn't brag. He let his success speak for itself. And with his business still growing, he could soon be one of Ghana's billionaires. In Ghana, few businessmen have had as much impact as Dr. Sam Jonah. He isn't just rich. He's a game changer in African mining industry. With a career spanning decades, he helps transform Ghana's gold industry into a global powerhouse. Dr. Sam Jonah's story isn't about luck. It is about hard work and smart decisions. He started his career as an underground miner at Asante Goldfields, a company that would later become one of the biggest gold mining firms in Africa. But Jonah didn't stay underground for long. By the age of 36, he became the CEO of Asante Goldfields, leading the company to a historic $1 billion listing on London Exchange, something no Ghana company has ever done before. Mining made him billions, but Dr. Sam Jonah didn't stop there. He expanded into real estate, owning luxury properties across Ghana and beyond. He also invested into oil and gas, shaping African energy sector future. Today, his net worth stands at $850 million, making him one of the richest men in Ghana. Unlike other wealthy businessmen, Dr. Sam Jonah doesn't flaunt his wealth. No flashy cars, no extravagant parties, just power moves that keep making him richer. With decades of experience and investment growing every year, one thing is certain, Sam Jonah isn't just a millionaire. He's a living legend in Ghana business world. Ibrahim Mama is one of Ghana's richest men, but unlike others, he stays out of the spotlight. No social media hypes, no flashy interviews, just big business moves that keep making him richer. With an estimated $900 million fortune, Ibrahim Mama, the younger brother of President John Dramani Mahama, didn't use politics to get rich. He built his wealth through smart investment and great contracts. In 1997, he founded Engineer Planners, now Africa's largest mining and civil engineering company. His company handles massive projects, including mining operations for both Ghana and road construction for several African governments. Ibrahim Mama fortune isn't just from construction. He owns Zata Cement, Ghana's first fully Ghanaian-owned cement company. He also have an aircraft leasing business, renting private jets to top African leaders. And again, he owns real estate properties across Ghana. Even though he avoids the spotlight. His mansion in Accra is one of the most expensive in Ghana. And when it comes to cars, he doesn't do small. His fleet of cars include Rolls-Royce, Bentley, and private jets. He's also a philanthropist, helping the poor and the needy. Unlike other rich men in Ghana, Ibrahim Mama doesn't need to show off. His business do the talking. And with the cement company growing fast, he must soon cross the $1 billion mark. Nick Dansoa J is one of the richest men in Ghana, worth $1.1 billion. But he didn't start rich, he built everything from the scratch. Born in Nkranza Brady, he started doing business at just 11 years old. While most kids were playing, he was already making money. As he grew older, he later moved to Spain, worked hard, and climbed the corporate ladder. But instead of staying there, he returned to Ghana with a bigger dream, built his own empire. His first big move, Royal Nick Hotel, the biggest hotel in Tema. But he didn't stop there. He set up Ghana Link Network Service Limited and Nick TC Scan, companies that transform custom revenue collection in Ghana and Gambia. In oil and gas, he owns Missile Energy and Nick Petroleum, ensuring Ghana never runs out of fuel. And in real estate, he owns some of the best luxury hotels and properties. But here's what makes him different. He doesn't just make money, he helps the poor and the needy. He has funded scholarships, supported widows, and created thousands of jobs. Even though he's a billionaire, he stays low-key, letting his business speak for himself. With awards like Entrepreneur of the Year, Nick Dansoa J has built something incredible. From a small town boy to a business titan, the story is a proof that with hard work, anything is possible. If I told you that one of Ghana's richest men started with nothing but just a dream, that is the incredible story of Kevin Ochre, a man worth $1.3 billion today. He didn't inherit his wealth, he built it from the scratch, taking risks and making bold moves in the oil and gas industry. Kevin Ochre was born in Kumasi into a middle-class family. His father was a businessman, but Kevin just wasn't looking to follow his footsteps. He wanted to create something massive. After high school, he moved to the United States for university. Whilst others focused on getting a job after school, Kevin had a bigger plan. He saw huge opportunity in African oil and gas industry. When he returned to Ghana, Kevin didn't waste time. He founded Springfield Oil and Gas Company with one goal: to put African businesses at the top of the industry. Then in 2019, Springfield Group made a history. It became the first Ghanaian company to discover oil in deep waters. This was the turning point, not just for Kevin, but for Ghana oil industry. Kevin Ochre didn't stop there. He expanded into real estate, telecommunications and energy, making sure his wealth kept growing. He knew that the secret in staying rich is having multiple streams of income. But it's not just about making money, it's about making a difference. Kevin has funded schools, hospitals and scholarships for underprivileged children, proving that true success is about lifting others up. Today, Kevin Ochre is the top richest man in Ghana, leading one of Africa's most powerful oil companies. His story is a proof that with vision, hard work and bold decisions, anything is possible. If you enjoyed this video,
Oh my goodness, my Nigerian people, did you people see that? Jesus is Lord. Ghanaians have big people, billionaires, trillions. They have people, but they don't make noise. Did you see what people are owing? The kind of cars, properties people are owing. Jesus is Lord. Please share this video, like and drop your comments. I will see you guys in my next video.